Namaste everyone and welcome to Supergrad Scat. A very important discussion is on the hands profile required for IIMs, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of you would be eagerly waiting to understand that this is our current profile and what are our chances when it comes to admissions to some of the top B schools in the country, specifically the 21 IIMs that everyone dreams of. So let's understand one thing that I'll be more than happy to take your queries, but more importantly, I'll also be discussing some generic aspects which are very, very useful when it comes to your discussion on profile-based questions. So feel free to share your questions on the chat. And as I said, I'll be discussing a very generic relationship of profile with regards to the kind of percentile mapping, or if you can say that term, that the percentile required for you to get that PI call is something that we'll be focusing on. So uh, let's start our discussion broadly with this agenda. For Blackies, what is the PI criteria? And if you look at the latest data, which was for the season of admission to 2024 to 26 program, broadly, this is the criteria when it comes to the different parameters, and this will give you a very, very good insight with regards to what is the profile expected. So, for example, if you look at Blackism, so now I've included I am Mumbai in this list because I am Mumbai deserves to be a part of this list itself. So Blackies के साथ I am Mumbai को अगर include कर लें, so you will broadly understand that I am Calcutta CAT score का weightage include करता है 56%, 10th का 10%, 12th का 15%, gender diversity का 4%, and they only have a total aggregate of 85. So this is not a misrepresentation of data. I am Calcutta की website पे भी they calculate the overall score from 85 only to give you those particular calls. So broadly, this is the criteria for I am Calcutta. I am Ahmedabad. We have already had a long video shot earlier to describe the process followed by I am Ahmedabad. But बाकी सारे अगर आप Blackies IIMs की बात करें, तो you have a fair understanding of the different weightages, broad parameters अगर हम profile based discussion की बात करें, so you need to worry about your 10th marks, 12th marks, work experience, graduation, gender diversity, and academic diversity. Now, what do you mean by gender diversity? Non-male. So non-male candidates, yes. So non-male candidates would be categorized as people with gender diversity and they will get extra marks. So अगर आप non-male category के हो तो you will get certain marks across the weightages that are given. And similarly when it comes to academic diversity, तो जब भी academic diversity की बात होगी, understand that if your discipline is anything separate from engineering, you will get extra marks. But it's not just engineering. A lot of colleges among these lists will also give extra weightages if you're from non-science background. So sometimes science as a general group is categorized as a very common group, and then the second most common group is commerce. So if you have a stream which is very different from science or commerce, it can be anything in humanities, then there is an absolute advantage that you people have, because academic diversity के लिए भी there are different marks or weightages given for the corresponding calculation of score to be shortlisted for some of the IIMs. So broadly, this is the list when it comes to Blackies and IIM Mumbai. And if we go ahead, you will find the shortlist criteria for new IIMs. And the interesting part is there is absolutely zero role. There is absolutely zero role for the different categories mentioned here for PI shortlisting. There is a weightage for the final conversion. But if you're worried that whether I'll get a call from an IIM or not, just focus on your CAT score. For new IIMs, the entire focus is on your CAT score, right? So feel free, if you're watching this, feel free to share your questions. Yes, I'll be reviewing profile. Go ahead and shoot your questions, Aditya, if you have any. So shortlist for PI criteria, completely driven by CAT score. Second year of undergrad, so I'm taking this question. Should I also consider FRM? You've taken commerce, and FRM is to increase the chance for Blackie and to get higher pay packages. So, question is with regards to a particular certification in risk management FRM. So there are two broad level certifications when it comes to domain of finance. One is CFA and the other is in risk management. This is FRM. So, will it be an advantage? Yes, it will be an advantage in the interview stage. But if you look at the shortlisting criteria, there is no weightage absolutely for any certifications that you do ever. So, a lot of times, a lot of students get very worried. Sir, should I do an internship? Should I take up some extra certifications? At no stage, and I'm repeating, at no stage, there is objective marks that are given to you for any of the certification. If we go to the final selection criteria later, so when you look at the final selection criteria for Blackies, you will find that there are very high weightages for personal interview. And this is where this is an aberration, this is some wrong data for IMK. But except that wrong data, I think for every top B school, you will find very high weightages for PI. So PI का बहुत ज़्यादा weightage है. And to answer your question, Ashwarya, if I pronounce your name correctly, definitely it will add a lot of value if it doesn't compromise with your CAT percentile. Because remember, the first part in getting a shortlist with regards to some of these West B schools is to make sure that you get the CAT score as high as possible. तो आपका shortlist criteria में CAT score के weightages बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. So if your CAT score is very good, and along with CAT score, along with your college ka exam placements, your typical graduation marks, which will be useful later on, if you can get that FRN ka certification, definitely you should go for it. But this should not be a priority. So let me make it clear. Sometimes it sounds ki sir, I'm not clear. What have you suggested? I'm suggesting this should be your P2, priority 2 or priority 3. Your P0 and P1 should be getting as good a score in CAT and getting as good a score in your graduation. Next question is with regards to stream being commerce, graduation being BCom honors, 10th less marks, 12th less marks, 63.4, 72.33. General bracket, when you think of 10th and 12th K weightages, when it comes to shortlisting for some of these IIMs, you will realize that the bracket by IIM Calcutta is around 80%, by Ahmedabad it is 90 for the top tier. So in general, anything above 80 in 10th and 12th is very good. Anything above 90 is excellent. So अगर आपके 10th और 12th में 60s 70s में है, that will create a setback. Graduation में higher 70s में है, which is good. Internship has no role to play in shortlisting. Let me repeat this. Internship will play a role in your interview stage. So when you talk about your introduction in the interview stage, you can talk about the internship that you have done. That will play a huge role, but not much after that. Freelancing for 1 month and workex of 3 months plus a gap year. So understand workex of less than 12 months really doesn't have any weightage. So if it is between 0 to 12 months, there is hardly any weightage given by any of the colleges. So your respective net score in workex will effectively be 0. It will effectively be 0 for anything less than 12 months. So don't consider yourself having workex if your workex is less than 12 months. If it is between 12 to 24 months, it is good. Anything between 24 months to 36 months is very, very good. And 3 to 4 years is fabulous. So ideal time is 36 months. I mean, the perfect on dot time is anywhere between 2.5 to 3 years. Anything beyond 3 is also not bad, because if you look at IIM Ahmedabad's criteria, they have given straight away 5 marks for anyone who has more than 36 months workex. So workex is fine. Gap year will not play a huge role in any of the shortlisting criteria. They might ask you a question, why did you have a gap year? And if you have a solid reason, we have had multiples. In fact, I personally recorded a session explaining the reasons of gap that you can use to justify your reasons for gap in the actual interview. So that should not be a huge deal at all. Coming to the next question, you are an arts student, passed with 7.1 CGPA, 91 in 10th. Very good. 91 is fabulous. And then you have 71 in 12. That's also pretty good. 71 और 68, 67 होते तो बड़ा फर्क पड़ जाता, because वो bracket change हो जाते. 71 is not fabulous, but given your domain, you will get marks for academic diversity. So that should balance out your 12K marks. So broadly, this is the profile. If you get good CAT score, I don't think there should be an issue of making it to good top tier 1 colleges. So my entire suggestion will be the shortlisting criteria for personal interview. The first stage for Blackies is in front of you. You can identify the parameters. If there is any lack of clarity in any of them, feel free to raise questions. But I've said this earlier as well. There are no marks for internship directly. This will be helpful in the interview. No marks for activities that you've done with NGO. No marks for direct certifications while shortlisting. Very, very useful during the interview stage because then it will be an interaction, right? Yes, Aditya, you should be able to crack any of the top 20 colleges, percentile as high as possible. So when I shared the data for profile, understand that because the CAT score weightage is very high for Blackism and similarly for some of the new IIMs that you see, the entire weightage is CAT score being 100, the entire weightage being 100. So understand that you will need to get a very high CAT percentile. Anywhere above 95 to 98 is something that I'll strongly recommend, right? So NGO will not play a huge role. Uh, for getting a call from Blackies and Mumbai, it has to be greater than 99.3 plus for sure. And to be able to get those, B and C calls, you will have to get 99.8 plus, 99.9 plus. So that is the idea. Then I'll take this query for Isha. 10th is fabulous, 95. 12th is 89. Graduation 84. All three are fabulous. All three categories excellent marks. Uh, Non-engineer female, which means you will get diversity marks for both academic diversity because you're a non-engineer. You will get diversity marks for non-male as well. You've done BSc honors in chemistry, 2 years gap after 12th, graduated this year. As I said, there is no weightage for gap. So which means it is both a positive and a negative. It is neutral. There is hardly anything that they will bother about when it comes to gap year, when it comes to shortlisting. In the interview, if at all they ask you reasons for gap year, as I said, no objective marks or nothing of that sort is deducted if you have gap year. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपका गैप ईयर है तो आपके मार्क्स कट ही जाएंगे. अगर पूछा क्वेश्चन, चांसेस हैं कुछ कैंडिडेट से पूछते भी नहीं है कि गैप ईयर क्यों है. अगर आपसे पूछा कि गैप ईयर का रीजन क्या था, इफ यू आर एबल टू जस्टिफाई दैट रीजन, बिलीव मी, यू हैव वन द बैटल. So that should not be an issue. And with the kind of preparation that we have in the admitsure batch, we have had fabulous, fabulous results in the first batch of admitsure that we had last year. So this should be, I think, enough for you to get good. So what percentile should I target? Anything above 98.5 plus, and preferably 99 plus, because you'll get a lot of marks for all these. So I'm answering Isha. What percentile should I target? Anything above 98 definitely, and preferably anything above 99.3 plus. I'll take this question from Naina. 8, 9, 7. So 10th में 8 CGPA, 12th में 9, 7 is in the graduation. General non-engineer female again, BA history honors, graduated last year. I think Naina, your scores are good. They're in the good category. 8 is fine, 9 is very good in 12th. 7 is slightly below par in the sense that graduation में the brackets will change sometimes from 75 depending on the graduation stream that you have. But you have fabulous, fabulous chances. Just get those percentiles in CAT. You know, a lot of times the entire botheration about profile is, sir, even if I get a good percentile, there is a chance that I might not get good calls from top B schools. So क्या ऐसा आपके केस में होने वाला है ना? Not at all. You have very good profile. Keep it up. Just prepare well for CAT. Get as high a percentile as possible. Doesn't matter. You will not get marks for workex. That's fine. But you have other good parameters going for you. So that should keep you in good stead. Right? I'll take this call from Aman. So 10th, 9.8, fabulous. 12th, 77. Imagine ये 80 plus हो जाता, you would have gotten in the top bracket. BBA is 81 and a 2-year gap. Again, for all those questions on gap, understand that gap doesn't play a role at all. And this is in numbers. You can verify it from the IIM's website. कोई ऑब्जेक्टिव मार्क्स क्राइटेरिया नहीं है डिडक्शन का. आपका शॉर्टलिस्ट आएगा बराबर कितने भी ईयर्स का गैप हो. There is no limit to the number of years of gap that you have. So it is perfectly fine that you have those gaps. Just justify it well and that should be good enough. Tick. So I don't think that should be trouble. Just get a very good percentile. You have not mentioned, Aman, anything about reservation or category benefit. You have not mentioned anything about workex. So I'm assuming that you don't have workex. But with this profile, if you get a good percentile, 99 point plus percentile, there are good chances that you'll get calls from top B schools. And I'm including top, when I say top B schools, I'm including some of the new IIMs as well, because they have this entire criteria being given to CAT score. If you look at the new AMs as well as baby AMs, only Amritsar and Vizag have given weightages for 10, 12th workex, graduation, gender diversity. But apart from this, all the new AMs and baby AMs, when it comes to shortlisting, have given weightages for only the CAT score. All right. I'll take this question from Aditya 996, 4 years gap, 2 years workex, percentile required for Blackie. Forget about the 4 years gap. I'm assuming that you prepared for UPSC. In fact, uh, just I think few days ago, I saw an interview of one of the students who landed in IIM Ahmedabad. He prepared for 5 years. He had a gap of 5 years. When it comes to preparation for UPSC, he could not clear the mains. He used to clear prelims every time. So this gap should not be an issue, Aditya, at all. Your profile in 10th and 12th is fabulous. 9 is excellent. The marks in graduation will impact a little, but it will impact only in Bangalore and Lucknow. So imagine graduation ke weightages, 10 and 10% weightages are given by Bangalore and Lucknow, but there is 0% weightage given by IIM Indore, 0% weightage given by IIMK, and 0% weightage given by Shillong and Mumbai. So if you look at even Calcutta, there is 0% weightage. Given your profile, you have 2 years of workex. WorkX के लिए Bangalore and Lucknow give extra marks. Similarly, IIMK gives extra weightage for people with WorkX as well as IIM Shillong. So that will be an added advantage that you have 2 years of WorkX. Uh, Typical percentile that I'll expect, it will be difficult for you to get a call from Bangalore because of graduation ke less scores. But IIM Calcutta, you have a fair shot because you have good scores in 10th and 12th and they allocate 25% weightage in IIM Calcutta. So get a percentile greater than 99.5, Aditya, and you should get definitely an IIM Calcutta call. And depending on your percentile, others may follow. IIM Ahmedabad, it's a difficult bet because of multiple things. There are different academic criterias. Given that you are GEM, you will have to secure a 99.9 plus percentile. Uh, in fact, 99.95 if I can be more specific. तो आई एम अहमदाबाद के कॉल के लिए 99.95 प्लस चाहिए गिवन जनरल इंजीनियरिंग मेल आदित्य बट कैलकाटा का कॉल शुड बी अवेलेबल एट 99.5 फाइन Nana, as I've already shared, profile is very good. I have responded to you. You can see that. I'll take this from Apurva. 89 in 10th, 85. Both are very good, not bad. Again, 90 plus is excellent. So the bracket that typically some of the AMs have is 90 plus. So in that range of greater than 80 is very good. And BA Honors Philosophy is an excellent stream. So when I say excellent stream, it is non-science, non-commerce. Fabulous field. They want people with such diversity. So that's very good, Apurva. Excellent profile. Currently in second year, just work hard for CAT. Make sure that you have very structured preparation. Get as high a percentile as possible. And there is no reason, given your profile, I think workex is the only thing that is not there. So अगर हम workex की बात करें तो workex is the only thing that is not going for you. Other than that, 10, 12th is very good. Gender diversity, you'll get marks. Academic diversity, you will get marks. CAT score, if you get a good CAT score, all the blackism calls are there for you. So Apurva, just work hard, get a 99 plus percentile. All calls are there for you. Uh, I'll rate the profile 90, 84, 65. 90 and 84 is pretty good. 65 is an issue in graduation. It would have been better 70 plus, very good 80 plus, and 9 plus CGPA. Some people do have it. It's not a non-existent category. बहुत लोग के graduation में भी 9 plus CGPA रहता है. I don't know how, but there are people who do it. So general non-engineer male, perfectly fine with that. In the sense कि non-engineering का benefit मिलेगा academic diversity में. मेल का बेनिफिट नहीं मिलेगा अनफॉर्चुनेटली बीबीए टीयर 1 दैट इज फाइन यू हैव वर्केक्स नो वर्केक्स एट ऑल सो आई थिंक ब्रॉडली वर्केक्स में मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे 10th के मार्क्स का फुल वेटेज मिलेगा 12th के मार्क्स का ऑलमोस्ट फुल वेटेज मिलेगा बिकॉज यू हैव 84 सो एक्सेप्ट अहमदाबाद विच हैज अ ब्रैकेट ऑफ 90 there as well. I think Calcutta has a bracket of greater than 80, तो वहाँ भी full marks मिल जाएंगे 12th में. You just need to get a very good CAT score to get those calls. I'll take this question from Rana. 877 is fine, not bad. You've mentioned your category. You will get a lot of benefit for that in terms of relaxation in percentiles. You've done B.Ed percentiles, workex is 9 months. 9 months will not give you a lot of advantage in terms of workex ke marks because for less than 12 months, typically they are literally zero. So there is hardly any marks. By the time you appear for CAT, if it is greater than 12 months, then you will definitely get some marks. In terms of percentile required, given your reservation benefit, I think you should get a call anywhere around 85 percentile odd for all the blackies calls. So if you get around 85, you should get calls from the tier 1 colleges that you've mentioned. All right, I'll take this from Faraz, if I've pronounced the name correctly. 8.8, 10th mate is good. 85.1, 12th mate very good. 8.69, fabulous. All three are consistent and in general around the 8 mark. Uh, Graduated in 2023. Gap is fine. That is because of surgery that you have mentioned. If it's a genuine reason, as I said, there is no criteria whatsoever for gap. I'm repeating this over and over again. Don't worry about gap year at all. There are people with 5 years of gap preparing for UPSC who have converted IIM Ahmedabad. I'm not saying that these examples are to be emulated कि हम भी 5 साल का गैप लेंगे बट गैप है तो उससे प्रॉब्लम नहीं है इतना बड़ा that you should worry about it too much. All right, so that answers your question, I hope, for us. Definitely prepare well. You have a very good profile, very good chances for all the good calls. I'll take this question from Preksha. 87th in 10th, very good. 70.6 is a slight worry. When I say 70.6 is a slight worry, had it been around the 80s marks, you would have got very good score for both 10th and 12th. So that can pose some problem. Uh, Currently in BTech CS, the CGPA of 3.28 out of 4 is very good, not an issue. 2.5 years of workex from Big Four. That's a big plus. So your biggest positive is 2.5 years of workex that will get going for you. You will get lots of marks of gender diversity. I'm assuming you're a female. Academic diversity, you will not get any marks at all. 12th के score में you will get less marks because of the 70.6. Graduation is perfectly fine. If you get anywhere between 98 plus, you should get calls from all the blackies. So 98 percentile, 98.5 percentile is the typical benchmark that I'll want you to focus on. Profile is very good. Make sure that you prepare well for CAT. That's the only message for you, Preksha. I'll take this from Keshav. 10, 69, 12, 64. Less marks हैं. 69, 64 में typically you will have issues in terms of getting less marks in 10th and 12th. BCom is fine. Can you get any of the top 50? 100%. Why am I saying 100% despite low marks in 10th and 12th? Just look at this table. 10th and 12th, the criteria for blackies is this. And this is an important message for everyone who has low scores in 10th and 12th. बहुत बार we tend to feel inferior. Sir, I've got less marks in 10th, 12th. Can I land up in any of the top 15 colleges? So look at this table, shortlist for PI criteria. The weightages for 10, 12th are zero. The weightage for workex, weightage for anything and everything is zero, only CAT score is required. Similarly for baby IIMs, only weightage is CAT score except Amritsar and Vizag. If we go ahead with final selection, look at the weightages for 10th and 12th. Hardly 0.05505. Only IIM Indore gives a lot of weightage to 10th, which is 12.5. IIMK has some data getting misrepresented here, so ignore this part. IIM Shillong has an overall weightage of 10, 12 workex, which is 10. If you look at final selection criteria for new IIMs, again 10, 12 ka weightage is hardly anything. 10, 12 ka weightage for baby IIMs is hardly anything. It is in single digits. The weightage parameter is very less. If you happen to get good scores in CAT, definitely you will land up in any of the. So this is the list for top 21 IIMs. Think of the colleges which are in top 10 probably and not a part of the list of IIMs. So which are the colleges which can be a part of top 10, not a part of IIMs? I'll go back to the previous slide. FMS definitely stands out. Then you have SP Jain, you have IFT Delhi. Although MDI had a fiasco because of some mismanagement in terms of number of seats, but a fabulous college for a lot of people. So there are a lot of colleges which could be definitely categorized in top 10, forget about top 15. And if you include NMIMS, SIBM Pune, SCMHRD Pune, definitely you have a good shot, even if your 10th and 12th scores are less. So I'll take up the next question now. So I hope I have answered you, Keshav. Aditya, 86 in 10th is very good. 73 is not bad again. Although it could have been better, it would have been greater than 80. 6.7 will be a problem in engineering. NCOBC does not give you a lot of benefit compared to some of the other reserved categories. So you can consider this NCOBC reservation benefit equivalent to EWS, slightly better, but equivalent to EWS. 28 months workex is a very good positive for you. You'll get marks for this particular workex ka category. Get a good score in CAT because of your category benefit as well as workex. आई थिंक ग्रेजुएशन के स्कोर्स का इतना बड़ा इम्पैक्ट नहीं पड़ना चाहिए बिकॉज वेटेजेस इन जनरल कम है टॉप 20 स्कूल्स में ग्रेजुएशन के स्कोर्स के ट्वेल्थ के अगर आपके और थोड़े अच्छे होते तो यू वुड हैव बीन अ वेरी वेरी गुड कैंडिडेट बट आई स्टिल सजेस्ट दैट यू गेट एनीवेयर ग्रेटर देन 96 97 percentile to get the top calls. If you happen to get 98 plus, you'll get most of the calls. But anywhere between 95 96, you'll get benefits for workex and the reservation category. 91 77.6 is understandable. 91 के लिए बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स मिलेंगे 10th में, but 70s is around average, I'll say. 80 plus is very good, 90 plus is excellent. So that will be an issue. I'll take this from Rishi. 10th, fabulous, 9.6. 12th, fabulous, 91. BTech, 8.1, excellent. Full-time working, 11 months is an issue. Just have few months more experience and you'll get some marks for greater than 12 months. But Rishi, one important part that you mentioned is you're a general engineer male, which means if you want to get a call from IIM Calcutta, IIM Calcutta के call के लिए anywhere around 90, sorry, anywhere around 99.5 plus percentile is something that you will require Calcutta के लिए. And for IIM Ahmedabad, you will require anywhere around 99.95. So given that you are a general engineering male candidate, GEM category है, तो GEM category के लिए you will require a 99.95 percentile. Given कि आपका workex भी बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है ऋषि. बट बाकी सारे कॉल्स न्यू आईएम्स बेबी आईएम्स ये सारे कॉल्स आपको ब्रॉडली बहुत इजीली आ जाएंगे. दैट शुड नॉट बी अ वरी. योर 10 12 scores are fabulous. Academic consistency is excellent. वर्केक्स का एक्स्ट्रा बेनिफिट मिलेगा. IIM कैलकाटा का श्योर शॉट कॉल है अगर आपका 99.5 प्लस परसेंटाइल आता है. बाकी सारे कॉल्स आई डोंट नीड टू डिस्कस बिकॉज आई एम श्योर दैट यू वुड बी एक्सपेक्टिंग ब्लैकिज्म के कॉल्स एंड मेबीज एन एफएमएस एसपीजेन आईएफटी एमडीआई something on that bracket. Given your profile, I wouldn't suggest anything less than that. तो आपका टारगेट ही टॉप 10 होना चाहिए, not going beyond that. So I hope I have answered you, Rishi. Yogesh, 10 CGPA in 10th, fabulous. 9.67 in 12th, excellent. 7.43 in graduation is very, very good. GEM, mechanical engineer, graduated in 2023 and no workex. So just like I answered Rishi, if you want to land up in IIM Ahmedabad, because they have different weightages of top 5% being called from every category, you need to get a 99.95. But given your excellent 10 12 scores, 99.5 plus percentile will definitely land you up with an IIM Calcutta call. IIM Bangalore is difficult for both of you, Rishi and Yogesh. But again, when I say difficult, get that 99.95 which is required and you'll get those calls. But because that is too challenging, 99.5 is feasible. So given your profile, given your 10 12th marks, in fact, I'm assuring कि आप थोड़ा सा, and it's a, it might sound like a personal message to both of you, Yogesh and Rishi, but आप थोड़ा सा पढ़ लो. Given your 10 12th, कैट की प्रिपरेशन एक लेवल पे 10 12th को मैप करते हुए ही है. पजल बेस्ड है डीएलआर, इंग्लिश में कॉम्प्रिहेंशन का वेटेज है. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड द ब्रॉड लेवल requirements to crack CAT. Your profile suggests that you'll be able to crack CAT very, very easily. So just work hard, get that 99.5 percentile for sure. IIM Calcutta is for yours, and you might get a high percentile, and then you might get calls from A and B as well. I'll take this from Sai now. 10th is 85, very good. 12th 91.4, graduation mechanical from NIT. 5.9 CGPA, graduation थोड़ा सा कम है. In some cases, this might be an issue, but that's perfectly fine. CGPA कम है, but graduation के weightages कुछ IIMs में कम रहते हैं. 14 months of work is good. MNC manufacturing, EWS category along with PWD, this is you just need to clear CAT with a decent percentile. That's it, Cycle. If genuinely PWD category is there, EWS is there, and you have workex as well, your 10th and 12th are fabulous. So Cycle, you just need to get a decent percentile. The shortlisting criteria for top IIMs, ABC, etc. in terms of qualifying is around 45 to 50 percentile marks for PWD candidates. So you have this reservation like EWS, then NCOBC, then SC, ST, and then finally PWD. So PWD के लिए qualifying बहुत कम रहता है. Effectively, you should get a decent, as I said, just a decent percentile in CAT. Make sure that you clear all the sectional cutoffs for the three sections, which effectively means getting a 55 plus percentile or 50 plus percentile across the three sections, and you should get all calls from Blackie. I'll take this from Nayan. 82 in 10th, 92 in 12th. Both are very good. 92 in 12th is fabulous. 65 in BSc Honors Physics is slightly on the lower side. ये अगर और अच्छा होता तो ठीक था. Graduation in 2023. General category student, minimum percentile you should target for ABC. Again, if you're interested in ABC, because your stream is science, again, it will not offer a lot of academic diversity. You are a male, therefore you will not get gender diversity के marks. 12th और 10th में full marks मिलेंगे. Graduation 65 के कारण full marks नहीं मिलेंगे. So that's an issue. Minimum percentile definitely for Calcutta would be 99.5 again. Just like I answered to some of those BTech के students, 99.5 for Calcutta. A का chance again 99.8 plus पे आएगा because you don't have workex. Science stream है. Again, Bangalore का chance again is very difficult. So just for ABC, Calcutta is the best shot, 99.5, 19.6 plus. But uske beyond A or B के chances are very slim. You'll have to get very high percentiles. Acha, please don't mind. Sometimes I am direct in answering, but I always feel as students, you people are very mature and you understand that this session is for you to understand the honest truth rather than making you feel good and asking you to prepare for CAT unnecessarily. So if you feel that some of my answers are very direct and honest, it's because I feel that you should know the truth before preparing. Is it impossible for anyone to get a call from top tier B schools? Not at all, irrespective of the profile. So there is a qualifying criteria. Just check the qualifying criteria. And if you get as high a percentile as 99.9, there is nobody stopping you from getting all the blackism calls. But the challenge is, as students, we are eager कि सर फिर भी प्रोफाइल देख के क्या चांसेस लग रहे हैं जेन्युइनली क्या मैं आईएम में पढ़ पाऊंगा. And therefore, currently answering with regards to PI shortlist. And if you have a wonderful PI, and I have showcased this earlier, you can watch this session again if required. I've showcased the weightages given for PI, personal interview. If you crack your interview like anything, you just need sensible preparation for it. You need to be aware about your own self really well. Believe me, no college is, if I can use that term, non-convertible. तो हम convert की बात करते हैं. The title of the batch that we have is Admit Sure. The reason is that we believe if you have the right guidance and right preparation, it is a sure admit that you will have because interviews have a high weightage. So I'll take the next question. So Nayan, I hope I have answered you. Sudesh, 90, 98, fabulous. I mean, you'll get full marks like some of the others that I've mentioned. 90 plus दोनों में 10, 12 में full marks for 10, 12, fabulous. 72, you will get somewhere in the middle for graduation. But 10, 12 का weightage definitely ज़्यादा रहता है graduation से, so that should not be a cause of worry. NCOBC, that's again a big advantage. Background is medical, that's what I'm assuming, and you have 2 years of workex. Fabulous, fabulous profile, Sudesh. I mean, for a lot of good profiles that I've seen, I've already started visualizing you people in IIMs. And I'm saying this honestly. You just need to make sure that you clear CAT. So just make sure that you work on your VRC, DLR, QA, crack that CAT exam, get that good percentile, and land up in a top B school. If I've understood correctly, Sudesh, medical year refers to you being from medical domain. If that is the case, you'll get marks for academic diversity, you'll get marks for your reservation category, workex, everything is going for you. Just get a good percentile, and that good percentile is also not very high given your background. All right. So I'll take this from Anjali, 10th 89, 12th 93, graduation in 2025 with CGPA of around 8.5. Uh, what should be the target CAT marks? Depends on that year's difficulty level when you talk of marks. So therefore I'll answer for percentile because percentile is easier to understand. पेपर डिफिकल्ट हुआ तो कम मार्क्स पे भी कॉल आ जाएंगे, जैसा लास्ट ईयर हुआ पेपर इजी हुआ तो ज्यादा मार्क्स लग जाएंगे. सो आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू आंसर फॉर मार्क्स. फॉर परसेंटाइल Anjali, your 10th and 12th are very good. CGP अगर आप 8.5 maintain कर लेते, you'll almost get full marks there as well. So in terms of profile, there is hardly anything that you can do. You will not get marks for workex that you cannot do because आपका graduation is 2025 में हो रहा है. So effectively to get calls from all the blackism, anywhere around 98.5 plus should fetch you calls from majority of the 21 IIMs. But if you look at the top 7 or 8, you will have to get or cross that barrier of 99 percentile, right? Next, I'll take this question from Keshav. I think I've already answered you. Keshav, I've already answered you. Diksha, 7483. You have a good banking, financial services, insurance, BFSI ka domain hai, that is going for you. 8 CGPA is good there. Profile is not bad. Get good percentile in CAT. So, as I said, with these marks, all the new IIMs and baby IIMs are there for you. Definitely, you should get calls because the entire weightage is on CAT score. जहाँ पर 10-12 का weightage है for shortlisting and for final conversion, you will have some difficulty in the top blackism if you don't get a 98 or a 99 percentile. So that's it for you, Diksha. Kiran, I'll have to confirm that. Minimum percentage for graduation is below 60. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. So I think you should get a PI call. I am not aware of this, but we'll get it rectified and maybe reply in comments. I'll take this from Mahendra, 92, fabulous, 88, very good, 7.1. Not that good, but given graduation में around 7 is considered decent. Gem is the problem. When I say problem, you in that category you have to be good. A lot of people, a lot of students come to me and say, "Sir, you are also a gem candidate. Don't you feel it is unfair on gem candidates that they have to get higher marks?" Think of it this way: that you have to be good in the corresponding category that you belong to. So if I am a general engineer male, I have to be brilliant in that group. Now the competition in GEM is tougher. That is not their problem. They want best from every category. So if you belong to a arts category, they want best people from arts. They want best people from law. They want best people from engineering and tech. And why do they want best people? Because they have less seats and our population is huge. And we can always have a debate on why reservation is required. That's a different matter. But in general, take it this way that you have to beat your next BTech CS wala candidate if you are a BTech CS candidate. So आप अपनी category में best हो जाओ. So that should take care of it. So GEM के लिए again 99.5 plus percentile is something that I'll recommend. Shiva Prasad, I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. You are a non-engineering student, that's fine. 10th is 7.8, slightly less. You'll not get full marks there. 12th is very good. CGPA is 8.4, that is excellent. You have already started, no, you just have started your CAT preparation. What percentile should I target in CAT? So again, given that 10th में slightly less है, graduation में you'll get full marks, 12th में you'll get full marks. To make sure that you get as many calls as possible. You haven't mentioned anything about, yeah, OBC, but then that is NCL. So that way you'll not get any benefit in that as well. So you'll have to target a very high percentile. You should target anywhere close to 99 plus percentile. I'll take this question from Aryan. 669. 6 in 10th and 12th is less. That will have an impact. 9 is very good. EWS will have some benefit. Non-engineer will have some benefit. To get very good calls, you will have to get 99.5 plus percentile because your 10, 12s are low. Then I've already answered you. Shiva Prasad, I hope I've already answered you. Manish, 10th, 67.2, 12th, 75.2. So 67 is slightly on the lower side. 75.2 is fine. Not in the very good category, but still you'll get decent marks. 76 is fine. Non-engineer, given your reservation category, I think you should get calls, Manish, in anywhere around the 85 to 90 percentile marks. So अगर 90 percentile plus आ जाता है 90, so I think you should get good calls from Blackism, including IIM Mumbai. As I said, IIM Mumbai में 10, 12 और इसका तो criteria था ही नहीं graduation का. For rest of them 10, 12 की weightages हैं. But in your stream, in your category, I think 90 plus percentile should fetch you a call. So broadly, I've taken questions. Thanks, Monica. Namra, 10th 90.2, 12th 88.3, BCom grad 8.53, non-engineer. So 10th is very good, 12th is very good, BCom is excellent, non-engineer is again a big benefit. 1 year workex in field of accounts, that's also pretty good. So 1 year plus workex will be counted. Everything is going for you. Just get that good CAT percentile. Ultimately, बस पढ़ाई कर लो, CAT पे focus कर लो, get the right guidance. And CAT is, I don't know how to put it across, is not an exam which is similar to the exams that you might have targeted in 11th and 12th. आपने जो भी कुछ अभी तैयारी करी हो अपने 11th, 12th में, 10th में, NTSC की वगैरह वगैरह, CAT is a very different exam from those exams that you might have targeted. Just get the right guidance. And believe me, you can crack CAT. And I'm saying this because there have been numerous examples of people with different backgrounds, with backgrounds related nothing to mathematics, who have done well in QA, nothing related to English, from Hindi medium backgrounds who have done well in English section. So CAT ki preparation, if you have the right guidance, believe me, you can crack it. So Namra, very good. I hope I have pronounced your name correctly. Namra Doshi, fabulous background. Just work hard, get that good percentile, and you should do well. I'll take this from Abhishek Kumar. 10th 95, 12th 93, GAD 8.7, NCOBC, non-engineer, fresher. The only thing not going for you, probably in terms of getting marks, is workex. But rest, everything is fabulous. So NCOBC, I'm assuming, is uh, the category that you've mentioned. You'll get marks or relaxation there as well. Anywhere around 98 percentile should fetch you all the top calls. We'll take this from Akash, 10th 83, 12th 83. Very good marks, not in the tier 1, in which means full marks शायद कुछ colleges में ना मिले. Calcutta में definitely full marks मिल जाएंगे 10, 12th के लिए, because their minimum criteria to get full marks is 80% in 10th and 12th. BBA slightly less, 63. General male, 2 years का gap. Gap is not an issue. I've repeated this earlier. Gap is not an issue. कोई weightage नहीं है gap का, ना shortlist में, ना final conversion में. Interview में question पूछा तो पूछ लिया तो will have a very good, well prepared answer on how you became a better version of yourself. So that should not be a worry at all. बस percentile अच्छा ले आओ. Get a good percentile. 10th and 12th are very good. BBA में थोड़े से कम marks हैं. They might ask questions in the interview for that, but that shouldn't be an issue. I think one last few questions, set of questions that I might take. 3-year workex percentages are below 60 in 10th and 12th. That should hamper your chances big time. 62 in graduation. So Jinay, you will have to work really hard, get some fabulous percentile, and then look for colleges that give very less weightages to 10th and 12th. So that should be, I think, broadly it. If some of you have any more questions, I'll quickly take them. Yes, 10th is 93, 12th is 83, NIT Bhopal, CGPA is 8.28, EWS, and workex of 8 months. That 8 months will not fetch you a lot of marks, yes. But I think apart from that, your 10th and 12th are fabulous. Graduation is from a tier one engineering college, that's good. But engineering, you will not get academic diversity के marks. You need to get 99.5 plus for IIM Calcutta, and you need to get 99.9 plus for IIM Ahmedabad. This is as per the last year's trends. The profile is very good. So in terms of final conversions, it will be easier for you to convert, right? I think broadly I've taken a lot of queries. 10th is 94, Karnataka State Board. Uh, then you have CSE Engineering 9.13, 21 months of workex, good product-based company. You've left job, started preparation. So Vishnu, if I have taken your name correctly, so Vishnu, I think profile is fabulous. Just focus on preparing well for CAT. I think you should be, again, for some of the profiles that I said, given this profile, I am already able to visualize you people in IIM. Just get those good percentiles in CAT because 10th is going for you, Vishnu. 12th is going for you. Your workex, valid workex in a good company. There is every reason for you to convert. Last year, we had one student going to IIM Ahmedabad, chemical engineer from NIT, similar profile. The first interaction that I had with him, I felt that he should be going into top IIMs ABC. And that's exactly what happened. So, broadly, this is my message. If anyone has two graduate degrees, which is going to be considered for merit, you have greater marks in one. If you have two graduate degrees, you should prefer entering the marks for the one that has more marks. Although they will ask for details of any other graduation degree and they'll have their own internal filters. But when the CAT form comes, please make sure that you fill in proper details. And we'll have a detailed form filling guidance ka video as well whenever the CAT form is released. But make sure that you fill the form in a very, very appropriate manner. Take due consideration for that. 10th is 88, Aman. 12th is 95, BCom student. So 10th 88 is good. 12th 95 is very good. You'll get benefit for reservation category. That part is settled. BCom mein you will not get as much high marks in academic diversity as some of the other fields, but definitely you'll get marks being a non-engineering student. So that's a good part, but you'll have to get good percentiles in CAT. So the final bottom line or the message is that you need to get very, very good marks. 777 non-engineer fresher. 777 10th में 7 12th में 7 engineering में 7 non-engineering में academic diversity का benefit मिलेगा but if you want to get top calls 99.5 percentile is the benchmark Gautam. Reservation की category you might get a benefit so 98 anywhere around 98 percentile you should get those calls. Yes, I'll share the PPT as well. So this was the shortlist. Thanks for reminding. This is the PPT. So what is the profile required? Please understand that there are two stages. Shortlist for PI, for blackism calls. Understand that these are the parameters. CAT score 10th and 12th. Work experience, graduation, gender diversity and academic diversity. These are the parts that are considered. That's it. No weightage absolutely to gap scores. Will you get any advantage of clearing certifications or extra professional courses like CACS? Yes, you will get those benefits in the interview stage, but no direct benefit whatsoever. So let me explain this part. Suppose I am a CA. Do I get extra marks for being a CA? Not at all. But in the interview stage, they will definitely ask me about what have I done in my life. And then I'll explain that I'm already a CA. Then the question will be, why do you want to pursue an MBA after your CA? Or if you have completed certain levels in CA, why have you left CA at that point in time and what advantage does it give you? Then you can elaborate. So if you have done a CFA level 1 certification, it will give you advantage. If you have done an FRM certification, it will give advantage. If you have done some courses in finance like NISM certifications, it will give you advantage. But if you haven't done any of these, it is perfectly fine, perfectly normal. They will ask about what have you done in your education, 10, 12, graduation. They'll ask questions on academics there. They'll ask questions on how did you score so well in CAT. They might ask a puzzle or two if your score in CAT is very good. They'll ask about work experience, your profile, and what did you do, and stuff like that. So directly, there are no marks or no benefit. Uh, all right, so there is a question 89 in 10th, 86 in 12th, and 82 in engineering. Again, Poonam, your marks are very good when it comes to the bracket of 10th and 12th. Both are greater than 80. दोनों 80 से ज़्यादा हैं. Graduation में 82 is fabulous. There are hardly any people who are able to get beyond that 80% marks, although some people get higher than 9 CGPA. So overall consistency is excellent. Given this consistency, and you being a female, engineering तो academic diversity के marks नहीं मिलेंगे, but gender diversity के marks definitely मिलेंगे. Anywhere around 99 plus percentile should fetch you good calls. So 99 plus लाना है, CAT की तैयारी sincerely करना है, and that should be it. I'll take this from Karan. 88.6 in 10th, 12th में 85.3. BMS, that is a good stream, 9.5 CGPA there. Excellent. Graduated in 2023. 1 year gap, general non-engineering mail. Current gap has no weightage whatsoever. Please forget that you have gap. Non-engineer is fabulous. That's an added advantage. 10th, 12th is very good. Graduation BMS का आपका percentage is awesome. Just get anywhere around 98 plus percentile and you should be good to go. Namra, target as high a percentile as possible. I've already responded. Your profile is good. Just make sure that you get as high a percentile. Anywhere around 98 plus should be good. But if you can prepare and get a 99 plus, why not get that? Acha, why am I suggesting 99 plus in CAT? Understand that this is a shortlist for PI wala part. When you look at final selection criteria, do they have CAT score as a weightage? Yes. तो आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव सिर्फ इतना नहीं है कि समहाउ कोई कॉल आ जाए कि भाई आई एम कलकत्ता का कॉल है या मेरे पास आई एम इंदौर का या आई एम के का कॉल है. फाइनली यू वांट टू कन्वर्ट दोस कॉल्स. सो अगर आप न्यू आईएम्स की बात करो तो भी कैट के स्कोर का वेटेज है, बेबी आईएम्स की बात करो तो भी कैट के स्कोर का वेटेज है, एक्सेप्ट अमृतसर. बाकी सारे कॉलेजेस में कैट स्कोर इज एन इंटीग्रल एलिमेंट ऑफ द फाइनल सिलेक्शन दैट यू विल हैव, एंड देयरफॉर इट इज इंपेरेटिव फॉर यू टू फोकस ऑन योर कैट स्कोर. अच्छा, लेट्स लुक एट इट दिस वे एज वेल कि एक पार्ट तो हो गया कि हमारी प्रोफाइल कैसी है, क्या चांसेस हैं, कितने परसेंटाइल लाना है. नाउ लुक एट इट द अदर वे अराउंड. व्हाट इज दैट वन थिंग दैट इज इन योर कंट्रोल, दैट इज इन योर हैंड. आपका 10th तो हो चुका, आपके हाथ से गया. आपका 12th भी हो चुका, आपके हाथ से गया. वर्केक्स का आउट ऑफ नोवेयर आप वर्केक्स क्रिएट नहीं कर सकते. या तो वर्केक्स है या नहीं है. That is not a choice. So if you are in your final year, you cannot have workex. So that is gone for a toss. तो workex में आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. ग्रेजुएशन में जो हो चुका है, for people who are in second year, you can focus on getting good marks in graduation. That will help you immensely in Bangalore and Lucknow. Gender diversity का आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Helpless हो. आप academic diversity का कुछ नहीं कर सकते. So the only one thing that is in your hands broadly is your CAT score in both the stages. तो हम प्रोफाइल 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 बहुत ज्यादा एनालिसिस करते हैं कि 95 आए, 92 आए, 90 पे भी क्या कॉल आ जाएगा. कुछ लोगों को डिफरेंट स्ट्रीम्स में 85 पे भी कॉल आ जाता है. रिजर्वेशन कैटेगरी है, स्ट्रीम्स बहुत अलग है, टॉप 5% के ब्रैकेट में है अपनी एकेडमिक फील्ड में. देयर आर एन नंबर ऑफ डिफरेंट थिंग्स गोइंग इन आवर हेड, बट अल्टीमेटली द बॉटम लाइन इज यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर एंड गेट दैट गुड कैट स्कोर. फॉर दैट यू नीड राइट गाइडेंस across the 3 sections. Get sectional cutoffs cleared. A lot of people I've seen have scored fabulous 98 plus percentiles, but finally ended up with 0 calls from the top IIMs. Why 0 calls? Because उनका VRC section का cutoff नहीं निकला. Because उनका DILR का sectional cutoff रह गया. Fabulous people. And it's not as if कि maths background के तो DLR का cutoff निकल जाएगा. Fabulous people from BTech, computer science background, top tier engineering college, not able to clear sectional cutoffs for DLR on the D-Day. Good in English, so they're able to clear cutoffs for VRC. some very good people with fabulous language skills, convent educated, not able to clear VRC cutoff because they took VRC casually. Because in some of the mocks they were able to get good scores. Bottom line is to score as well as possible in CAT, right? I'll take this from Anuprata. Your reservation benefit will be a great advantage. Uh, Anywhere around 90 plus percentile should fetch you calls. Your 10, 12s are very good. So I think that should be good enough. Anuprata, I've responded to you. 10th is good, 12th is good. CSC engineering is fine. Marks are slightly less, but they are higher than 70, so that is good. Your reservation category benefit will be awesome. Anywhere greater than 90 percentile should fetch you all the calls. Anuprata, just get the right guidance, get anywhere close to 85 to 90 plus percentile, and that should be good. Yeah. Thanks, Poonam, for responding. Thanks, everyone. Uh, Udit, 64 in 10, 70.5 in 12th. 10th में थोड़े कम है, but clearly greater than eligibility criteria. 70.5 in 12th is again not that high, around average. You will get benefit for OBC. So anywhere around 95 plus percentile, 98 plus percentile would be needed to get top B schools. I'm assuming that you're targeting top 21. So आपके जो new IIMs के कॉल हैं वो 95 plus पे definitely आ जाएंगे. That should be a good choice given your background. I'll take this from Sweta. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. 9.8 in 10th is excellent. 89.4 12th excellent. 8.4 BSc agriculture. MBA in agribusiness management. What percentile to target? Sweta, my strong suggestion: do not target anything less than IIM Ahmedabad. They have a course PGP in agribusiness management. IIM Lucknow has a course PGP in agribusiness management. Given your profile, Sweta, there is no reason why you shouldn't get calls if you prepare well for CAT from any of these top tier colleges. In fact, agribusiness is definitely a worth choice given your background in graduation. But I still recommend you to go for their core MBA program as well. That will give you some exposure to agribusiness management in general as well. You can take electives in second year that help you with course in agribusiness management. So Sweta, given your background, again, one such profile that I can visualize in IIMs in future. Fabulous profile. So I'll quickly take the next set of questions. So Aditya, 10th 73.4, 12th 72, BCom 8, CGPA 2025 fresher OBC. 10th is around average, 12th 10 12 के marks कम है थोड़े से. BCom is fine, 8 CGPA, that's acceptable, in fact good. 2025 में you will pass out, get as high a percentile as possible. 6.5 in 10th is less, 8.1 is fine, 7.5 is fine. BA, OBC, non-creamy layer, female. Very good chances. All the benefits of gender diversity, academic diversity will be there. Less weightage for 10th marks because you have less score there. But apart from that, I think that should put you in good seat. Prepare well for CAT, get a good score. I'll take this from J. Sridhar Shubham. 88, 84, 88. Fabulous consistency, Sridhar Shubham. Gem with one gap year. Gap year is not a problem at all. Consistency is fabulous. But if you are targeting IIMs ABC, you will have to get 99.5 plus. That's the harsh reality with GEM category, general engineer male. तो वो लाने पड़ेंगे 99.5 प्लस और आ जाएंगे. अगर आप मतलब my point is a lot of students feel sir 99.5 percentile is no joke. You have to be in top 5% of the entire people who appear for CAT. I agree. But look at what you have done in past. 88, 88, 88 or 8.5 CGPA. Just understand how many people who are preparing for CAT will have that kind of a profile. When you've proven to the world, when you've proven to yourself that you've done well academically in 10, 12, there are a lot of people with 10 CGPA, 90 plus percent marks in 12th. If you've done it in 10th and 12th, what stops you from doing it in CAT when the paper pattern is based on what typically is the syllabus of 10th and 12th? Nothing stops you, and therefore statistically speaking it becomes difficult to visualize sir मैं top 5% में टॉप 0.5% में कैसे आऊंगा? 99.5 इज अ लॉस बेट फॉर मी. नॉट द केस रियली. आपने 10th 12th में लाए हैं ना, तो फिर 10th 12th में लाने वाले कितने लोग कैट की तैयारी इस लेवल पे कर रहे हैं, उसमें आप ऑलरेडी आ चुके हो टॉप टीयर ब्रैकेट में, वेटेजेस में आपको फुल मार्क्स मिल रहे हैं. सो देर इज नो रीजन वाई शुडंट गेट दोज काइंड ऑफ मार्क्स दैट should land you in top colleges. I'll take this from Monica. 10 CGPA, excellent in 10th, 89 in 12th, fabulous. 77 in graduation is very good. So broadly अगर हम weightages की बात करें तो graduation में Calcutta gives 0% weightage, only Bangalore and Lucknow give 10% weightage. So Bangalore, Lucknow को हटाते हैं, Ahmedabad gives certain weightage, so that will be an issue. So Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Lucknow इन तीन को separate कर देते हैं. बट उसके अलावा फीमेल you'll get marks for gender diversity. 2 years workex is fabulous. You should definitely target top tier colleges. So fabulous profile. There is no reason why you shouldn't get calls from top B schools. Just prepare well for CAT, and you should be landing in a top tier B school. So I'll take this from Deep Patidar, female. OBC 10th is 7.6, 12th is fabulous 91, BCom 7.9 CGPA. Very good profile. Get marks for gender diversity. Given the reservation category, anywhere around 96, 97 percentile should fetch you good calls. All right. Aditya, chances for Lucknow are bleak because आपके 10th 12th में कम है. You're a fresher. So Lucknow clearly has weightage for graduation as well as workex. Same is the case with Bangalore. Calcutta doesn't have any weightage for graduation, but they have high weightages for 10th and 12th. So Aditya, that will spoil your chances. So effectively difficult है blackies में से call आना, but Mumbai CAT का score is the entire weightage. Get a fabulous CAT score and you should get a call from IIM Mumbai. Jay Sridhar, certifications, not really. You don't need to worry about certifications at this point in time. But if you feel you have sufficient time left along with CAT preparation, and you can do certifications from NISM, maybe CFA level 1 if you have that much time available, because CFA demands a lot of time, certifications in FRM, any marketing related certifications. To understand that they will be value add in your interview stage, but if it hampers or compromises your CAT score, forget about certifications. तो अगर थोड़ा सा भी टाइम आपका certifications में जाने वाला है and you're going to compromise on your CAT score, please don't do that. There are other beautiful ways to justify what you have done so far and why you should get that seat in an IIM in the interview stage rather than worrying too much about the certifications. So I think broadly I've taken a lot of questions. If I've missed any questions, because you can see the chat, there was a barrage of questions. So just let me know, share the questions again in chat and I'll take it if required. Very quickly, I'll summarize the important learnings. All right. Any more questions? Anyone? Question from Anish. 70, 72, 89.3 BBA male fresher. So 70, 70 are, just about the second bracket. 89.3 is fabulous. Male, you will not get marks for gender diversity. Given you're a fresher, you don't get marks for workex. So that will be an issue. So I think broadly, this is something that I've already discussed. You need to get a very good CAT percentile, Anish. आपको CAT में बहुत अच्छा स्कोर लाना पड़ेगा to get tier 1 colleges. 10th 12th का weightage you can see is high. For example, I am Indore में तो 10th का weightage is 39%. So 70% marks in 10th is slightly on the lower side. Yes, you can definitely target FMS. Aditya, for sure. You can target FMS, you can target IFT, you can target SP Gen if you can get profiles. So for people who have asked for professional certifications, only in terms of academic diversity, SP Gen is one college that will give profile-based calls where your certifications and extra activities will matter. It does not matter in any of the top tier B schools, right? Yes, definitely. If you get anywhere greater than 95 plus, Anish, 95, 97 plus आ जाते हैं तो chances हैं for calls from MDI IFT. IFT this year had a cutoff of 95 plus percentile approximately. So next year they might increase this depending on how this year went. This was the first time IFT took CAT scores, but you definitely have chances. If you get 99, most definitely have chances to get calls from MDI, right? There is a good chance of FMS. FMS, there is no issue at all. Definitely you have chance. Again, point is get a good score in CAT. CAT में अच्छा score is, you can say it is imperative. If you don't know the meaning of the word imperative, Google it. It is imperative for you to get a good score in CAT. You cannot do without a good score in CAT. If you're accepting कि मेरा प्रोफाइल बहुत अच्छा है और प्रोफाइल इतना अच्छा है कि मैं कैट में अंडर परफॉर्म करूंगा और मुझे बहुत अच्छे कॉल्स आ जाएंगे, कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे, तो ऐसा नहीं होगा. आपको कैट में तो परसेंटाइल लाना ही है. प्रोफाइल की बात हम इसलिए कर रहे हैं बिकॉज ये क्वेरीज प्रिपरेशन में बहुत परेशान करती है. लॉट ऑफ पीपल गेट irritated because they constantly are worried of this fact that even if I do well in CAT, nothing is going to happen. So I've clarified that that is not the case. As I said at the end, if required, I'll summarize the entire discussion that we have had. You can watch it over and over again. Broadly, the queries are done and dusted. But if still there are some queries left and I've missed out, please reshare in the chat. Last 5 minutes, and then I'll wrap up this session. Last 5 minutes, and I'll wrap up this session. Any queries? Anyone? I've already answered 6.5, 8.1, 7.5 OBC. Target percentile for this should be, again, given that OBC female category, anywhere greater than 95, 96 percentile should do for getting a lot of good calls. Last 5 minutes, any questions? Otherwise, I'll quickly summarize the presentation and we'll move ahead. Anyone? I'll take this from Pawan. BS, Bachelor of Science, MS, Physics from NIT. Class 12th is very good. Class 10th is very good. OBC, male. Pawan, very good profile. Just get 95 plus percentile. बहुत अच्छी प्रोफाइल है पवन, बस 95 प्लस परसेंटाइल ले आओ. That should do. JBIMS, you will have to target maybe a CMAT, and that CMAT maybe you'll have to target an AIR of 15, which incidentally in CMAT this year, अगर CMAT 2024 का पेपर देखें, तो you will have to get that all India rank of under 15 unless you have a Maharashtra domicile. So if you have a Maharashtra domicile, Aditya, that's a separate matter, but you'll have to get under 15 rank, which is close to impossible. Very, very difficult. Pawan, I've already answered you, so that should settle your query. All right, Pawan, happy to respond. All right, let's quickly summarize this PPT, and you can request any such questions on the PPT as well. This criteria should clear everything. In fact, my honest feedback will be, if you genuinely feel you deserve an IIM, this PPT should be self-explanatory in terms of understanding what are my chances. So CAT score ka weightage is written. I hope when you prepare for CAT, you understand the concept of weighted average. What do you mean by weighted average? You calculate the net total score by giving weights according to different categories. For example, let's take this case of IIM K. So when IMK shortlist students, it gives 45% weightage to the CAT score. So they have a normalization process. So if your CAT score is good, this is the highest weightage. Then they give 25% weightage to 10th marks. So if your 10th marks are very less, there are very less chances of you getting calls from IIM Indore or K because it has a high weightage percentage. Similarly, 12th, 15 percentage points is a very high percentage. Overall, workex 5% is less. So if you look at IIM Indore, IIM Calcutta, 0 marks for workex. So you can understand it on your own that even if you're a fresher, there is no harm or there is nothing wrong in your profile that forbids you from getting a call from Calcutta or Indore as far as workex is concerned. When it comes to graduation, the different weightages are given. Only Bangalore and Lucknow are the two that give weightages to Bangalore. Similarly, you have weightages given for gender diversity. I've already explained what do you mean by gender diversity. I've already explained what do you mean by academic diversity. So if you're preparing well for CAT, this could be first benchmark. Try and understand whether you understand, try and check for yourself whether you understand the concept of weighted average and check for your own whether your profile is good enough. Uh, Thanks, Vishnu. I'm extremely happy that you felt that this was a very motivational session. Prepare well. I'm saying prepare well. CAT is not a very difficult exam to crack. Right guidance, structured preparation. Even 3 months, 4 months are enough. Good to go. People who are preparing from 6 months, 1 year, very good. Nothing wrong with that. You're only going to improve your own self. You'll get better at communication skills. You'll get better at logic. Get better at quant. So broadly, shortlist or PA criteria, CAT score is the only weightage. Baby IIM's CAT score is the only weightage except for Amritsar and Vizag, which I'm not sure what many of you are wondering about at this point in time. Final selection criteria for Blackies, again, CAT score, 10, 12th, workex, grad, gender diversity, academic diversity. There are three more factors which are profile mapping, consistency, and degree duration, which are there in IIM Raipur. That's the only IIM across the 21 IIMs that gives overall 5% weightage to profile mapping, consistency in academics and degree. But I'm sure nobody has any questions for IIM Raipur at this point in time. Everybody is worried about Blackies or Blackism as they are called now. So Bangalore, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, Calcutta, Kozhikode, Indore, Shillong, and now I'm Mumbai. So people are worried only about these colleges. So when you're worried about these colleges, understand that broadly the parameters that are relevant are these when it comes to shortlisting, and a very important criteria is PI. And if required, request the same. I'll explain how PI is ultimately the deciding factor. Once you have got a call, even if you are the last ranked person, and I'll repeat this, even if you are the last ranked person to get that call, let's suppose I am Calcutta में उन्होंने लिस्ट बनाई है, आखिरी रैंक का स्टूडेंट जिसको शॉर्टलिस्ट गया है इंटरव्यू के लिए वो आप हो. But if your interview goes well, it doesn't matter what your CAT score is, workex, academic diversity, VAT. The weightage of PI is so high that if you get close to 100% marks here, you will be able to reach very close to the topper when it comes to the final converts. And I'll explain this numerically, statistically, if required. That let's take the score of a CAT topper, let's take the score of someone who has got the last rank or the last call, and then normalize it for someone who has had a bad PI, someone who has had a very good PI. So personal interview is a deal breaker or maker. So आपको दो चीजों समरी करे तो आपके हाथ में आज क्या है? The only thing in your hands is CAT preparation. Only thing in your hands is CAT preparation. Prepare well for CAT, get as good a CAT percentile as possible. And in the second stage, the only thing in your hands is to prepare as well as possible for PI. Do that, crack the interview, land up in an IIM. And the journey doesn't stop there. You'll have to crack interviews in MBA as well. Beyond that, then in jobs, then when you switch jobs, life will go on and on and on. But having this right mindset will, put you in the right zone to be able to tackle difficulties with ease, which is what I wish you hope for in the long run of your career. That, feel problems as an opportunity for you to do well. है ना? So just take this call कि आपको prepare बहुत अच्छे से करना है CAT के लिए. If you need any guidance in CAT preparation, we are there for you on the YouTube channel. Just share requests. We'll be coming up with very interesting 4K academic content. The first video of which will get released on 11th. Stay tuned for that as well. There are a lot of interesting academic shots from previous year's CAT papers or questions that are relevant for CAT. We have started an academic series on algebra, geometry, RCs based on different themes. Very, very relevant, focused, modern, updated content tuned to the kind of CAT paper that comes or that has appeared in the last few years. So you don't need to worry about your preparation. Everything is being taken care by experts at the back end. Just make sure that you use all the resources. I mean, there are tons of free resources. I don't need to guide you on them. There are tons of free resources. There are test series available, mocks available. Free CAT papers are available on the Top Rankers platform. Go and you can appear for free the actual CAT papers to get an understanding of, you know, get a feel of how it feels to appear in CAT. So just prepare well. If you have any questions, I think that's the last question that I'll take. I think broadly all questions are done. Yes, I think one last question from Rishi. Is 10th, 9, 12th, 86, BCom honors 9.0. Fabulous profile, Rishi. Just prepare well for CAT. बहुत अच्छा प्रोफाइल है. कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. If your aim is entrepreneurship, Pavan, FMS versus IIM ABC, in general, the overall learning experience when you retire after 30 years, if you take ROI in the long run, अगर आपका return on investment का definition long run का है, तो retirement तक का है. By the time you turn 60, IIM ABC are above FMS hands down, and you will get a loan. Even if you're from middle class, you'll be able to repay that loan. So ABC are worth it. FMS, if you're looking at short term, sir, I want to be in entrepreneurship. I don't want that headache of education loan in on my head. FMS is very good. कोई बुराई नहीं है FMS में. FMS is very very good. But my suggestion will be, we'll take that call once you get both. Imagine you coming to us saying, sir, I'm a part of Admit batch. I've got calls from ABC, FMS. I've converted them. Now what? So focus on converting. That should be a big challenge. Thanks, Akash. Good to see you here as well. All right. All right then. Chalo then. That's it. I'll take your leave for now. Stay tuned. We'll be coming with a lot more interesting such sessions.